regard to the virtual real estate office of the future, what's your vision for that, sir?
So right now, the lines between home and office have blurred to the point where when I'm talking to you right now, I have no idea, if you're at an office or a home. And frankly, who cares, right?
Well, and people have virtuals. I just figure no one, if you're in witness protection, no one can tell it's just a blank wall. You know what I'm saying? There's not a whole lot going on there. Imagine you putting this together at a time when we have global lockdown, so people have to be home, and now they are forced to look at the options of this kind of communication and data integration because we can't send huge files. What are we going to do with them? So as it applies to the real estate office of the future, if brick and mortar gets diminished or goes down and we go into virtual office space, you've got a whole host of issues you have to address, which includes cybersecurity, the whole mesh system to kind of collaborate all those directives. Tell us what you're thinking.
So effectively, what we have implemented is a solution that completely visualizes your business. So you can be anywhere, regardless of, if it's your office or at your home or inside of your car or at a showing on a Sunday afternoon, and you're connected to the network as though you're in the office. So the same level of cybersecurity that you mentioned, is integrated into the solution, into this wide area solution. The same capabilities in terms of video conferencing, chatting on the side of the video conferences, effectively being connected with one or a group of people that you define, being connected to your customers at the same time. All of that is, the level of sophistication that we have built into the solution. Now, we've gone beyond that because a lot of these capabilities are available, as sort of standalone types of solutions, by different vendors. We have put it all together, and we have provided for the hardware that you can, basically either install at your home or office, but you can also carry smaller versions of that to, basically the house that you're showing, and set up a, temporary office for the duration of your stay there. But, with the applications that we can run on the platform, just like, applications that you run on a smartphone platform, you can now, effectively provide for newer applications that no one has ever seen before. For example, augmented reality. Let's assume that you have a showing at a home that is for sale. You have your iPhone out, and with the camera, you're effectively showing different parts of that house to your customer while you're there, and you're connected to one of the boxes that's temporarily sitting on the kitchen table or in one of the rooms. If you want to, overlay IKEA furniture, or if you want to overlay dining table, or if, as you're walking around, you want to show what the renovation of some part of the house may look like based on plans that they had developed with an architect previously, or if it's not a finished home and you want to show them, what range of appliances you may want to put in the kitchen, different types of appliances, different colors, everything that you want to basically communicate with your potential buyer while you're walking around and you're communicating with the buyer, talking about the schools in the area or talking about the type of neighborhood this house is located. Now, literally that buyer doesn't have to be present at the location.
It's literally real-time experiential, but it's obviously highly sophisticated because it's going through these systems that support the bandwidth and everything else. So again, you're not using the 400 different things to make that happen. You're using the VEEA system, which is amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And so, for example, I'm selling a home myself right now that, we are hardly using. And so, I had to get a digital media company to curate it, type of a video of that home. And it really doesn't do justice, to what the home really looks like. When people are looking at, the bedroom, or they're looking at the kitchen, they want to see, what the pantry looks like, how big are the closets. Instead of spending, tens of thousands of dollars or curating a video for that home that doesn't really do justice, now you can have that, walkthrough that connects you to your potential buyer, establishes that relationship, and also really does justice to the location.
Yeah, it's obviously a much more professional level than somebody with their cell phone. No disrespect to cell phones, but it also has an element. The whole platform has an element for connection between the brokerage and the associates through learning systems, through training, through communication. Because at the core, you are Mr. Communication. That's almost everything you've ever done, and it's easy to see why Purdue University a couple of years ago gave you the Distinguished Engineering Alumni Award. I mean, apparently they're still watching you, okay? Because this keeps, I mean, it's sort of like you just, started rolling with this thing and it just can't. The more applications that could be collaborative and comprehensive and data aggregated sounds to me like you just kept going with it. And it started with your own experience with trying to sell your own home. You are right. Pictures can be deceiving. But if it's real time and I can take you out in the backyard, it's going to give you a whole different experience. So this has got to be this hub is going to be amazing for not just consumers, but the enterprisers, retailers. You've got this in other areas that you're rolling it out. Can we just touch on that before you go? You're currently already delivering products in retail, buildings, factories, cities, vertical markets, and you said web view and native mobile apps for consumers and merchants that offer real-time and intelligent discovery. Is that for marketing purposes or for selling purposes?
So a part of the solution that we have developed is a advertising platform. So it's a full-blown, effectively advertising platform similar to some of the larger ones that you see from WPP or Publicis and others that do ad insertions, for like TV commercials or various types of ads. Now, this is really highly customized around enterprise types of solutions. So, what we envision at real estate offices is a large display that's on the wall. If they don't want to put a large display on the wall, it could be smaller tablets around the office. A lot of real estate offices, you have these displays on the window that could be either static or could be tablet form that gives you live pictures. For inside of the office, effectively we provide for educational types of content to bring it home. Is obviously an affiliate of
right.
Realty Times. And so they would be, effectively inserting ads for, all of the different professionals that
sure.
service, the industry. It could be the, title insurance company. It could be, the real estate lawyers. It could be, all of the handyman that, service the homes. A wide range of, different professionals that effectively want to advertise in a hyper local way, in those offices. And so it all, in many ways, it connects those professionals with the real estate agents, and it allows them to have a live one-to-one type of communication. So effectively, if they want to connect over that platform and start a chat and talk about effectively a closing that's coming up in a few days, they can basically talk about the needs of that home buyer. And then at the same time, there would be webinars and educational types of services that would be broadcasted over that platform inside of the office. But also, interestingly, if people are walking around the neighborhood and they come to the window, now if they basically point their smartphone to one of those either static or live tablets behind the window. If it's a static, it would have a QR code. Now, effectively, you can have a curated video of that home that is playing on your smartphone and interact, either with someone inside of the home or interact with those cameras that are inside of someone. So, there's almost an infinite number of possibilities in terms of how you can, extend the range of capabilities that you have developed into your particular use cases.
Wow. Well, it is fascinating. It's impressive. It's almost outrageous because it's what we saw 100 years ago, Dick Tracy talking to his watch, and we thought that was weird. But I can't thank you enough for sharing your valuable time and insights and how the real estate office of the future will empower people to make better decisions, make it seamless and stressless, and create almost an unimaginable level of customer service, because it's based in so much collaboration with the people that it reaches. So I'm hoping you'll join us again, because by tomorrow you'll think of something else that we haven't thought about, because anybody with all these PhDs and I mean, you're just amazing. But thank you so much for your contributions to all of us, especially in the real estate industry. Promise that you'll join us again. As we say in Italian, molto piacere. The pleasure was mine.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and look forward to serving this industry, in many different ways.